Right, so having accidentally announced this as every previous match as Match K when I got confused, this is actually Match K, which is the semi-finals of the AndreasG casual. We've got OxideIon versus Cynic-Al on the same map as we've just seen for the losers bracket.
Choose the start point.
Oxide in the white and Cynic-Al in the, I'm going to call that blue. People can disagree with me.
No, that's blue.
I've got the two colours mod, which sometimes really messes with the player icon colour. It's trying to work out whether someone's orange or brown or...
Very late start for Cynic-Al. He goes bot first.
Both of them are going
The other
bot
side.
first.
Yeah, Oxide.
Yeah, I don't think it was a slow start, I think it just froze for a second. Identical starts. Oh, actually, Cynic-Al is headed for a turret and straight into the water. If you look at his build queues, that Faber that's making a walk up across the plateau. He's getting out a quick
That's
turret.
interesting. That means that he definitely want to try and get a early foothold in the naval, and in that way secure a lot of eco.
Yeah, especially there's the last match we saw someone with we saw the pelter there being a complete pain in the ass. Because you lost what, 2 naval factories to it?
Did you see how close I was at like taking it down?
More like 1.5, I think.
Yeah. And then finally took it out with what are they called? Oh no, he cancelled the name.
Stingrays.
Yeah. Actually, sorry, I was wrong. He's building all of the metal before he builds the naval factory.
Inched it up.
Which is perhaps a good idea, given he's got the turret up, so any docks sent to patrol in there from the back will get shut down.
I do have to say though that I favor OxideIon's opening simply because he has dedicated a Faber to expand in every direction. That way, even though he's being shut down one place, he's going in several other directions. He's grabbing ore and much faster than Cynic-Al is.
Yeah, the fact he's got a 20 metal lead in the 3rd minute and hasn't taken the 2 mechs right by his commander or any of the 4 mechs here.
Now he dedicates another Faber to go do that, so he definitely has a plan with this.
Cynic-Al goes for air Fabers.
Oh yeah. He's got 2 air factories, two air factories. Yeah, it's 2 air and 2 bot apiece. Oxide going for his 3rd air factory. While Cynic-Al's comm is sat idle in the middle of his base. He's genuinely doing absolutely nothing.
He needs power, and there he goes.
Your channel was edited.
So
Yeah, you don't actually need Hey guys, sorry.
Hello.
I just figured it was easier to cast together because I was getting your pings, and it was like, what are you guys looking at?
Ah, okay. Yeah, that probably does make sense. They're actually
Yeah.
they've caught up very quickly on metal. What
Yeah.
was a huge metal lead, those air fabbers have closed the gap, and then there is Oxides getting into the naval game. Actually, at the same time as QZipco, although QZipco had it queued a lot earlier on.
But it's starting a lot later. I wish OxideIon would like look out for those fabricators. They're so close.
Oh,
Oh, here it goes.
yeah,
Important win.
yeah.
So important from OxideIon there. Nice, the naval presence mean he's the one in the lead there now. Or with the...
Yeah.
The
But he
upper
did
hand.
fail to shut down these two air fabbers who are just grabbing the metal so quickly. He might, if he decides to take that little island... Oh no, he's going straight for a naval himself there. He's a little bit behind, but he's got two fabbers on it. And he might want to move his fighters back into between the direct path.
He only has one queued up though. I wish to see that he's gonna make some more naval.
OxideIon with a huge eco lead though, if you ask me.
Oh,
Mostly
look at
due
this.
to energy.
Oh, he's getting another one out in there. Which, it's unlikely. People don't seem to think to build radar here or here, so you can just get naval sort of into this little lake
Yeah, it's a nice position.
completely unexpectedly. And honestly, naval in the main lake is good for holding the metal in the lake, but it's not actually useful offensively until you get to T2, because you can shoot the two mechs on the little plateau, but you can't shoot over the mountains. Even the Leviathans fail miserably at that.
Yeah, unless you get the Leviathan inside of this, as you mentioned.
Oh, yeah, but if you've got your naval factory here, getting a Leviathan down to here takes a ridiculously long time.
Yeah, it's even longer than just walking over the whole map, because you need to go around as well.
Yeah. What I meant is if you get a Leviathan sat here trying to shell the main base, it just does nothing. It just clatters harmlessly off the mountainsides. And you actually have to sit some distance out into the water if you want to hit the two mechs on that raised platform.
That makes slammers better though, because they can obviously just run in.
Yeah, and same with the kaijus.
Yeah.
Badges are amazing here.
Yeah,
If I hadn't been sniped, I would have been the first thing that would have killed the Admiral in our game.
yeah. Oh, if you pushed in with the one or two that you had, you might have lost. Well, if you'd pushed in with one, it wouldn't have done much because you'd have lost it to the mines.
I pushed in with 5 in the end there.
Yeah. Yeah, Oxide has
Oxide is trying to spend it, but yes, so much metal. Doing his best, but yeah.
Yeah.
I favor Kisipko's early tier 2 jump, because at the moment all the metal that isn't grabbed except from this guy's here is kind of contested and it's hard to hold. Get tier 2 on the build can be a deciding factor.
What?
So what do you think about the two vehicles?
I think it's a good idea. It's a good way to if Oxide doesn't have it already, it's a way that he can even up the eco lead without having to take back map control. In the last game, it worked briefly for Admiral. He managed to get T2 metal up quickly because he had the energy to build it. So he briefly caught Andreas up in terms of eco, but then once Andreas got the energy up, he got a lot more metal. This is looking like it might be a slight problem. Actually, maybe not. A bomber will get over there.
He's almost dead already. Yeah, he's dead. That second bomber did more. Now, yeah, the turret is gonna die.
Yeah. Oh, there we
The
go.
bomber as well.
The bomber's dead, and there's an air army coming in anyway. But
I feel like OxideIon is getting an upper hand in the sea now, and with this first Orcus, the first out of 5 I would say for now, is soon rolling in close to the base and can start actually dealing some damage from far.
yeah, to be honest, I think Scrubco has just lost the naval. There's only one AA turret here, and that's more than enough bombers to roll over an AA turret and start taking out the factories.
The tier 2 is out though from Scrubco, but 55% through from OxideIon. He will catch out rapidly.
Yeah, especially because I think he's... yeah, he has the slight eco lead ahead before that anyway.
I do not like the choice that OxideIon takes here, where he decides, yeah, I'm gonna secure the lake where he actually has the most units, instead of walking into the pond and try and deal some damage to the base. May actually reach the tier 2 here.
Yeah, but there we go. Scrubco's about to lose all of his naval base to the Orcas coming in from the other side that he didn't know existed. No, he had no sight on the naval factory here. So lost a Faber, lost one factory. If he moves around, he can take out the other two Fabers. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, no anti-air nowhere.
Yeah.
So that those levelers ain't gonna do shit.
Nope.
Is it lagging for everyone?
Yeah, it is. Oh dear, and air Fabers around there. About to have all their hard work immediately undone. And he...
Yeah, this game is turning into OxideIon's hands out, like, mainly because he now controls the naval and therefore has access to a lot more eco, which he's already ahead in.
Yeah, I mean he has all of the eco because he won the air game fairly early on.
Yes,
yeah.
Still a couple of them taking max.
But there's also a massive army of docks walking straight into the main base. They're going to get a T2 Faber, destroy the T2 X he was building.
That's terrible. There's nothing to defend there, not even a single bomber this time. Oh, there is 3 bombers though, but
Yeah. And most of
it's a bit too
the
late.
vehicles heading there are AA vehicles.
But it's also lagging. It's difficult to micro.
But he's still going to lose. Well, the bomber did quite a lot of damage, but still, he's lost 2 T2 mechs, a T2 Faber, some energy, losing another 2 mechs.
Scrubco does indeed say on his stream that he thinks it's probably a GG, so he kind of realizes himself now that this is not playing into his hands.
Yeah, I mean, unless he decides to, no, he doesn't even have the ground forces to hold off. He's just close to being half the unit count that OxideIon has. There's, yeah, and 16 factories to 26. He could get out a couple. Oh no! And now the Orcas have taken out the torpedo launcher and are going to come and sit up along the shoreline and just pick stuff off.
Even though it ain't gonna do like a massive amount of damage, it's just gonna bug Scrubco like perfectly, so Scrubco loses focus on elsewhere,
Yeah.
and he's gonna try and stop it. And to be honest, he can only stop it with his air, but then he has a confrontation with OxideIon's air that he really doesn't want to have at this point until his
he could build
spare
a
turn.
pelter here. That would probably hit the Leviathans, but it also just denies him 3 mechs that should really be his. 4 and plus the 3 in the water here as well. The 2 on the other side of that mountain range are.
And he's going for the
Whoa,
sniper,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
but there are actually flags, so it ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
And OxideIon is just superior air.
yeah.
Here it goes.
Yeah, I don't think any of the. That's kind of half the bombers dead already.
And that's kind of GG,
Yeah, there
unless
we
he
go.
gets up a unit cannon right away.
Yeah, well, he's not going to, because what's going to stop that tank army that's just marching straight towards his commander?
I believe there's 3 levelers in there. 1. Oh wait,
I
no, way
see.
more.
4,
8.
5, 6, 7. Yeah, no, that's GG.
Indeed.
I'm not
The bombers
convinced.
might arrive in time. No, they are going somewhere else.
I think they
He's
were
trying to snipe.
vaguely hoping that they might get the snipe off, but they're flying over AA turrets anyway.
Enemy in critical condition.
Yeah,
And
and
there it
there are
goes.
flag
Yeah.
waiting on them, so
Yeah. I think that actually even before that land army came in, Oxide's own air army might have been sufficient to snipe the commander.
Cam engaged.
I just don't think they spotted him. They bombed away the 2 mechs between that were next to the small lake, and then just left the commander be. But they probably could have just bomber sniped the commander.
Yeah.
Oh, and actually, seeing now, OxideIon was even getting up umbrellas in his base, expecting that bomber snipe.
you mean the
Unit
unit cannon?
Unit cannon snipe, sorry.
Yeah, I believe he did indeed watch me versus who was it, Admiral, or at least heard about it.
Yeah. So, GG for that.